What's up, WWE fans? You're watching Wrestling Edge Files, where every slam and surprise matters. Subscribe now and let's roll in. WWE SmackDown showed once again that the drama backstage can be just as intense as what happens in the ring. Last night, the spotlight was on Cody Rhodes as he faced a challenge unlike any before. Drew McIntyre has been officially protected by WWE management, meaning Cody must navigate every move carefully, knowing that one misstep could cost him the undisputed WWE Championship. Nick Aldis, serving as a decisive authority figure, laid down strict rules that leave no room for error. Every glance, word and step Cody takes is now under scrutiny. The tension was palpable, the stakes enormous, and the anticipation for Drew's arrival had the WWE Universe holding its breath, proving once again that SmackDown storytelling thrives on strategy, discipline, and suspense. Coding chaos. Backstage, Cody Rhodes' tense entry. Cody Rhodes entered SmackDown with a level of intensity rarely seen from the usually composed champion. His stride, facial expressions and body language signaled a man under immense pressure, fully aware of the stakes. Unlike a standard promo segment, this backstage confrontation had a palpable tension that instantly elevated the championship storyline. Cody was not here to charm the fans or deliver sound bites. He was confronting reality. The championship he holds is threatened not just by rivals, but by WWE management itself. Every step he took, every glance he gave, communicated both readiness and restraint. The audience could almost feel the weight of responsibility Cody carried, knowing that one misstep could cost him everything he has worked for. This moment underscored that SmackDown storytelling thrives not only on physicality, but on psychological tension, discipline, and anticipation. The authority arrives. Nick Aldis' shocking ruling. As Cody approached, SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis stepped into the frame, instantly transforming the backstage corridor into a battlefield of strategy rather than fists. Aldis' calm demeanor belied the explosive implications of his announcement. He revealed that Drew McIntyre has signed the contract and that once specific conditions are met, Cody Rhodes is prohibited from laying a hand on Drew under any circumstances. Violating this mandate would result in Cody being stripped of the undisputed WWE Championship. This wasn't a mere suggestion or warning. It was a calculated measure to create tension and enforce discipline. The audience immediately grasped that WWE was adding layers of strategy and psychological pressure to the championship feud, making it more than a rivalry. Every move Cody makes from this point becomes a high-stakes gamble, amplifying the drama of SmackDown. Drew McIntyre, the protected threat. With Drew McIntyre's contract finalized and the protection clause in effect, his arrival carries a new level of anticipation. WWE has given him an advantage that Cody Rhodes has never faced, transforming McIntyre from a competitor into a nearly untouchable force. This protection shifts the dynamic entirely. Drew can enter the arena confident that any attempt by Cody to retaliate will come with catastrophic consequences. It is not just about strength or in-ring skill anymore. It's about discipline, strategy, and self-control under extreme pressure. The storyline cleverly forces Cody to adapt, introducing a psychological element to the championship feud. The audience is left questioning how Cody will respond, knowing that one impulsive act could cost him the title he worked so hard to earn. Cody Rhodes' strategic response. Faced with this unprecedented challenge, Cody Rhodes is compelled to approach his battle with Drew McIntyre through mental fortitude rather than physical retaliation. His internal struggle becomes a central narrative, highlighting the discipline required to navigate such strict limitations. Cody's frustration is clear, yet he remains composed, understanding the gravity of the situation. Every decision, glance, and measured response becomes critical as he plans his next moves. This segment emphasizes that SmackDown storytelling extends beyond the ring, focusing on character development, psychological warfare, and the complexity of being a champion under unique circumstances. Cody's journey now intertwines emotion with strategy, creating a compelling narrative that engages fans on multiple levels. The tension of consequence. Nick Aldis's ultimatum introduces a new dimension of suspense, the consequence. Unlike typical rivalries where physical domination often resolves conflicts, this scenario places Cody in a position where a single misstep could cost him the championship. The threat of losing the title without even stepping into a match adds gravity and realism to the storyline. WWE cleverly uses this framework to heighten anticipation for every interaction leading up to Drew's arrival. Fans are now invested, not only in the outcome of the match, but also in Cody's ability to maintain discipline under immense pressure. The storytelling stakes are elevated, making every backstage scene, segment, and promo carry significant weight. The psychological game, mind over muscle. This segment exemplifies how SmackDown uses psychological tension to engage viewers. Cody Rhodes must suppress instinctual aggression, knowing that any physical confrontation will have immediate and severe consequences. This scenario transforms the championship feud into a mental chess match, where strategy and patience are as important as in-ring performance. Drew McIntyre, protected by WWE management, becomes a constant looming threat, forcing Cody to think several steps ahead. The narrative cleverly shifts focus from sheer power to emotional resilience, discipline, and calculated risk-taking. Fans are drawn into the suspense, analysing every glance, pause, and gesture for clues about Cody's mental state and possible reactions. Impact on the championship storyline. The implications for the undisputed WWE Championship are profound. This segment sets a precedent where authority figures can directly influence outcomes, raising questions about fairness, strategy, and resilience. Cody Rhodes is now navigating a championship landscape where power is not solely earned through victories in the ring, but also through adherence to rules and discipline. The story introduces layers of unpredictability, keeping the audience guessing about potential scenarios. Will Cody find a way to outsmart the system? Will Drew exploit his protection? By intertwining authority, consequence, and competition, WWE adds richness and complexity to the championship feud, engaging fans on both intellectual and emotional levels. The role of Nick Aldis as authority. Nick Aldis's presence in this segment demonstrates the impact of a calculated authority figure. His measured demeanour and decisive ruling transform him into a pivotal character in the championship narrative. Aldis doesn't simply enforce rules. He manipulates tension, elevates stakes, and creates a controlled sense of chaos. By establishing consequences that could strip Cody of the title, Aldis shifts the power dynamic and reinforces the theme of strategic restraint. His role exemplifies how authority figures in WWE can influence storylines beyond being mere referees or managers, adding layers of intrigue, suspense, and drama that make each segment compelling and unpredictable. Building anticipation for Drew's arrival. The storyline masterfully builds suspense for Drew McIntyre's arrival. Cody's mental and emotional restraint, coupled with the authority-imposed restrictions, creates a ticking clock scenario. Every backstage moment and promo now carries heightened significance, as fans anticipate how Cody will react when Drew enters the arena. WWE expertly uses this anticipation to engage the audience, blending real-time tension with long-term storytelling. The build-up ensures that Drew's eventual appearance is charged with impact, making it more than a simple match. It becomes the culmination of weeks of strategic narrative, emotion, and psychological warfare. Cody Rhodes' inner struggle. Cody's challenge is both external and internal. He must manage his instincts, pride, and desire for retribution while navigating the strictures placed upon him. This inner conflict humanizes Cody, making him relatable to the audience and deepening the storyline's complexity. The struggle adds layers to his character development, showing that being a champion is not only about physical prowess, but also emotional intelligence and strategic thinking. Fans can empathize with his frustration while eagerly anticipating how he will adapt to this new landscape, creating an engaging emotional connection with the narrative. The high-stakes feud. Last night's SmackDown segment demonstrated WWE's ability to elevate a championship feud through calculated tension, authority-driven consequences, and psychological storytelling. Cody Rhodes faces unprecedented pressure, Drew McIntyre enjoys strategic protection, and Nick Aldis enforces rules that make the feud as much about discipline as combat. Every interaction is layered with stakes, strategy, and emotion, creating a narrative that engages viewers beyond traditional in-ring action. Fans are left on edge, eagerly anticipating the next development, knowing that every moment could shift the balance of power.